Hey, what's up, boys? We're back with another patch. I'm very happy to see this one. It's by the same people. It's by Gina and Paul, so we're happy to see that. Thank you very much, Gina. Thank you very much, Paul. It's going to be patch 12.2. And we're going to start right off zip, zap, and zoom with Zeri, the Spark of Zorn, in patch 12.2. This patch, we're introducing electrifying new personality to the Rift, plus a ton of champion balance changes. There's a champion refresh for Janna in the forecast, as well as more item, dragon, and rune adjustments too. The Lunar Reveal event is also in full moon swing this week. Celebrate the Year of the Tigerverse with special events, including the return of Aerith. So I think is that all random, all mid-Earth? I'm not 100% sure. Exciting missions with reduced points requirements, interesting. And a beautiful porcelain firecracker, and prestige skins. Happy Lunar New Year. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. I'm not quite sure when Lunar Year is. I believe it's in January some point. Tacticians from across the Convergence are also gathering to celebrate the Lunar Festival with a new event, Gifts of the Golden Lantern. Ooh, very cool. TFT patch notes. I'm excited to see when the new TFT patch comes out. When the halfway patch is done, that'll be really cool to see the new champions that get added there. Patch highlights, the patch notes here. So we have Lulu, Shen, Talon, Qiyana, and Zed getting nerfs. Janna, Rengar, and Tahm Kench getting adjustments. And then buffs for Nocturne, Senna, Samira, Veigar, Volibear, Tristana, Yasuo, Yone. A lot of buffs coming in. I see a couple there. I'm so sad about Lulu. I'm a massive Lulu player. I played a lot of Shen. It looks like he's too OP in every single bracket. So I'm surprised. I'm not surprised that they're nerfing him there. I'm happy about the Qiyana nerf. I've seen too many Qiyanas just absolutely pop my own mid laners. Even the jungles, when they gank, it's horrible. We'll have to see what the adjustments are. I feel like those three champions, I feel like Tahm Kench hopefully gets a nerf, but it's listed as adjustments because he seems pretty OP at the moment. I'm not happy about Samira buffs. I'm not happy about Nocturne buffs. I'm not happy about Yone and Yasuo buffs unless Lethal Tempo clearly gets nerfed. And I'm not happy about Tristana buffs either. I'm very happy about Volibear buffs. That's the only thing I'm really happy about. And maybe Veigar buffs as well. Make him a nice tanky Veigar. I'd like that. Then we also have system changes. That's going to be Lethal Tempo, Chemtech, and Rift Soul, Hextech Soul, and Lichbane, Rylai's Crystal Sept. That's going to be cool. I'm gonna move away from the skins because I don't want to spoil that. I haven't looked at them yet. I'm excited to see those at the end of the video, and we'll be able to look at them together. And I'll have like a proper look and react to them as well. Zip Zap Zoom across Summoner's Rift with Zeri on the January the 20th. So that's actually today. So I guess she comes out right at the start of the patch. That's quite interesting to see. I'm not gonna have a look at her abilities. I do want to like find out how she is in game. I haven't seen anything to do with the champion. All I know is she can like speed really quickly. I saw the one video. I'm sure you've seen of her like flying across Summoner's Rift. It was absolutely crazy. We'll see what happens. Okay. Janna updated base stats and all abilities adjusted. Janna just hasn't felt rewarding to play over the last few seasons, especially when compared to other enchanters in the bot lane. We wanted to approach this mid-scope update to her while staying true to her classic playstyle identity. In particular, we believe Janna's ally shielding and peel are what makes her appealing to most enchanter players, so we've shifted some power from her W and poke damage to her E's and Q's. We also made a few nice little quality of life changes here and in there in hopes of blowing you away. Very, very nice puns. I do appreciate the puns. They're quite hard to read sometimes, but I appreciate them when I understand them. I don't understand them all, but I appreciate them. All right, base stats. So the move speed has gone from 315, so it's up 15. That's pretty good. That's pretty decent. Base AD is going up from, 64 to 52. Okay, that's going to be nice for the 1v1s in the early game, or the 2v2s more like in the early game. If you have to fight, then that can be quite useful. AD growth is going up to 3, and basic attack range is going down. Okay, this is kind of big. I feel like these changes are not worth the base attack range going down, because what happens in the bot lane, as a support player myself, you want to get just close enough to like proc your item to get the gold. You want to proc you just want to piss off the AD carry, you know, stop them from farming, do whatever you can, and that 50 range is going to be quite important for Janna players, especially ones who play her all the time and know exactly how long her range is. They're going to have to feel this for a couple patches. You're going to have to relearn the range that Janna has. Okay, passive tailwinds. Janna gains 8, so this is updated by the way. Janna gains 8 bonus movement speed only while moving towards allies. Bonus movement speed for allied champions moving towards Janna unchanged. Okay, so what used to happen was Janna could walk in front of you and she would leave like a trail, and you'd be able to follow that and move quickly towards her, right? And now it's also the case that she gains bonus movement speed while walking towards allied champions, which is nice. So let's say I'm walking back to lane, and my AD carry's in front of me, I can get back to lane quicker, which is quite nice. 8% quicker, I guess, right? If it's 8% bonus movement speed, that would make sense. Removed Fast and Furious, Janna's basic attacks and W Zephyr no longer deal bonus magic damage based on her bonus movement speed. Okay, so that just means you're going to get a little bit less of a burst, right, when you hit people with a W. Okay, Q, Howling Gale. The cost looks like it's going down. The minimum range is going up, and the maximum range is going up by 10. That doesn't seem that impactful. And time to destination is going quicker as well, but to be honest, like a quarter of a second doesn't seem that quick. I remember they changed one of Zed's abilities. It was the W, I believe. They basically halved that, and it felt so good. I couldn't imagine Zed going back to the old changes. But we're going to have to see how this plays in game. It doesn't seem that quick to me, but we're going to have to find out. Let's have a look at Zephyr. Okay, so the range is now 650 centered. I'm not 100% sure what they mean by centered, edge to edge. Hopefully, maybe a Janna player can comment and be like, dude, this is exactly what they mean. I'm not 100% sure what they mean. I don't play a lot of Janna. I don't think anybody really plays a lot of Janna unless you're a massive Janna fan. The slow duration is nice that's going up to 3 seconds. The cooldown, oh wow, the cooldown's going to 12 seconds at all rank. That seems really bad. And then the bonus damage is going up a bit as well, especially in the early game. It's up by 15 damage. And then the bonus move speed is going up as well. That's going to be nice. But this feels like a one trick wonder, to be honest. I mean, the slow duration doesn't upgrade over time. So I think I would just go 1 point in this and leave it, especially if it's 12 seconds at all rank. You don't need that bonus damage. What is that, like 100 bonus damage, 120 bonus damage? I feel like it's a bit useless, to be honest. The bonus movement speed is nice, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, they did say they want to change it from like a damage bot on the W to maybe more like a shield and peel kind of carry, so we'll see. Eye of the Storm updated a friendly forecast innate. When Janna's ability slower knock up at least one enemy champion, she receives 20% heal and shield power for 5%. Ooh, that's kind of nice. I like that. So she's just going to be buffed up, basically, if she CCs. That's going to be nice. So you can get that with W, you can get that with R, I guess. Because I think that's an R. Her R would count as a knock-up, I believe. I believe so, right? So her Q, her W, and her R would all be knockaways or slows. That's going to be quite nice. Her shield is going from, what is that? Is that 80? So it's going down at later ranks as well. And it's also going down the AP-wise, so you won't be that forced to go AP, just 5% less. That's kind of nice. The cooldown is going to really be going down, so you're going to want to max this first, probably, to be honest. And the shield decay starts after, later time. That's quite nice. You're going to feel these. It's going to feel like way nicer shielding people. You're going to be able to shield more people during team fights because you're obviously going to be stacking a lot of cooldown reduction as you do on supports. Normally it's built into the items you buy anyway, so you're going to get that cooldown reduction. This will go down to like 6-5 seconds. You're going to be getting off a lot of these during the fight, which is really nice compared to the 12 seconds that it goes down to. That will probably only go down to like 8 or 7. So you're going to get off some more ease, which is nice. And once again, if you're CCing people, you're going to get that bonus 20% heal and shield power, which is going to be nice for your ultimate as well, which is coming up next. Healing tick rate is 0.25 seconds total healing amount unchanged. So basically this means it's similar to what they did with the Wukong ultimate, where basically John's just going to be healing the same amount, but instead of being like 50, 100, it's going to be like 25, 50, 75, 100. So basically it's going to be way better. I think this is just way better. It's like a slow heal instead of like a bang, bang, bang. You know exactly what I mean. All right, Lulu. W cooldown increased. I'm not happy about this, okay? Let's see what this is. I mean, Lulu's been quite the queen of the bot lane for quite some time now. I mean, she's my most played champion in this season as well, especially at high levels of play, so reducing her access to most versatile spell. Just a pinch. Okay. It's 1 second at all ranks, I believe. Considering Recently, I've liked to stack loads of cooldown reduction and ability haste on Lulu. I don't think it's going to be too dramatic. Just 1 second. It doesn't seem too bad. What I like about Lulu is often using her W's base stats on my AD carries, and they just pop off. It's absolutely crazy. I don't really like to use the Whimsy that much. I'd much rather Whimsy my own AD carry. I don't like the Polymorph, right? It's weird that it says Whimsy and not Polymorph as well, because I believe it's called Whimsy and Polymorph, right? Anyway, I think that's not going to be too impactful, but you're going to feel it every now and again. There's going to be the situation where you could have gone for the W a bit quicker, but you should be fine. All right, down to Nocturne. Health growth increased. Q damage ratio increased. Nocturne has been a nightmare to play against in all skill brackets, regardless of his runes or build. That is kind of terrifying. So we're buffing him with some scaling power, so he can become more useful as the game progresses, rather than just relying on his ultimate as his only way to say lights out. His base stats health growth is going up by 10. That seems quite high, to be fair. That's like a 10% change, right? We're going to see how that affects it. I feel like health growth and base stat changes, you really have to play to see if they feel way better. And the bonus AD ratio, oh, I like that. See, I like the fact that Nocturne has to be like a full AD champion. I really like that. It's going up by 10%, so that's going to be really nice. If you're going like a high AD build, that's going to be really nice. All right, Qiyana, base health regen decreased. Brush Q zone duration increased. Qiyana is dominating elite play for quite a bit right now, reducing how much time she gets to spend being invisible in a fight, which would help lower some frustration while playing against the Empress of the Elements. So her base health regen is going down by 1.5. That's gonna hurt her in lane a lot. Not really much later game, because you can just back and come back, buy items, come back, whatever. But early in the game, when you want to stay in lane, especially as an assassin lane where you don't have that range in the early couple of levels, you're going to be a bit in the mud. So we'll see if that impacts her a lot. Grass Trail zone duration is going from 3.5 to 3 seconds. I've seen a couple of clips of Qiyana just like standing inside their invisibility and just chilling basically. I don't think 0.5 seconds is going to be too impactful. But then again, these are slight changes. I think they're just throwing these out there. Hey, Qiyana players, carry on playing. Let's see how the win rate changes. If she's still way too dominant, then we're going to change her again. I think basically this is what they're saying. Rengar passive now enables leaping from camouflage. Okay, wait, what is this? Rengar can now leap to enemies with his next base when he's... What does it mean when he's in camouflage? What specifically is that? Let's see if they say. Okay. So does that mean... Note that the passive is on his R zone. Yeah, okay. I'm quite confused. We'll have to see what happens in game, because I'm not sure what they mean by he can leap from camouflage. Is the whole of the jungle camouflage? Because that would be a massive buff to Rengar on that rift, on the Chemtech rift. That would be a massive buff to Rengar. I'm quite confused. We'll carry on. We'll have to see. If that's the case, then that's a bit crazy. I wouldn't believe so, because that seems busted. I think that's pro play viable if that's the case. Anyway. Now her mid-game transition is less reliable. Sorry, the base R damage increased. Wow, I don't think she needed that. Now that her mid-game transition is less reliable with shield bow nerfs, we're giving Samira a bit more baseline potential on her R so she can snowball in style. Damage per shot is going from 0, 10, 20 to 5, 15, 25. Wow, okay, interesting. And the total damage per target. See, this seems crazy good. I'm not gonna lie. I think this is really good. The amount of shots she does do during a fight, as a bot laner, right? I have a duo partner, Joel, who likes to play Samira. This seems kind of OP. I'm not gonna lie. Well, we're gonna have to see how that goes, but I think that's gonna be a big change. But we'll see. We'll carry on. Senna, Q now slows enemy. No way. Senna's been quite weak this season, especially when she builds for DPS. The old Glacial Augment was a crucial part of her playstyle, and since no longer procs off Senna's basic attacks, we're adding some utility back into her kit. Wow, they're just giving it to her like that? Now slows enemies struck by 20% plus 6 per 100 AP. That seems OP. Plus 10% for... what? So basically, you get plus 6% per AP, per 100 AP, per AP, imagine that. And then plus 10% per 180. That seems crazy for 2 seconds. That's like a 40% slow if you get 200 AD on support or an AD carry. That seems pretty good. I love that. Senna players, this is the kind of stuff you want, man. Just free. They're just like, you know what, Senna? Just have this in your kit. Just have an extra slow in your kit. That's crazy. That seems so good. With the changes to teleport in 12.1, Shen has once again become the king when it comes to map influence from the top lane. To bring things back into equilibrium, we're lowering his damage as a duelist instead of bringing down his cross-map power. That's so unique. Global presence will remain his most powerful tool. So Twilight Assault, that's the Q. That just gives you extra damage when you hit it, and also pulls your sword back and gives you the passive, which is the shield, which you often see. The increased bonus damage is going from 10 to 40... to 10 to 40. It's so weird that they cross it out. It's really hard to see. Okay, the big change seems to be here. So it's going from 5, 5.5, 6, 6.57 down to 4 to 6. So it's going down by like 1% in each rank, I guess. That's going to be quite interesting. Okay, I like that. It's a small nerf. I think this is going to be a really small nerf. But we'll see how it goes. I quite like playing Shen support as well. This is a definite nerf to Shen support because you want to go for those early fights. We'll see. Tahm Kench. Q slow increased, E adjusted. Damage stored as grey health decreased unless near multiple enemies. Our ally shield increased, now grants speed upon devouring enemy. So the Q tongue lash, the enemy slow is going to... What? It's going to 50%, okay. The E, thick skin, amount of damage scored into grey health. Oh, wow, okay. It's only 15. Oh, it's increased. Wait, what? Am I capping? No, hang on. Oh, if there are 2 or more. Okay, all right. Dead or alive, that's kind of cool. That is very cool. Okay. Amount of healing restored from grey health is also going up. This seems a bit OP. This seems quite good. Because a lot of the time you are going to be 2v1ing if you're decent in lane as Tahm Kench, and he can survive. He can survive, which is kind of crazy. But he's going to be a bit crappy. If you don't have your E maxed up, he's going to be very crappy in the early game compared to 45%. That's kind of crazy. So 2v1, if you're thinking split push Tahm Kench, maybe with even Hullbreaker, he's going to be decent. But if you're thinking solo and you're not a high level, you're gonna feel this. It's 10% later in the game. It's minus 40%. Sorry, 30% in the early game if they're not too people visible, dead or alive, which is very interesting. Okay, Devour. Ally shield upon Devour is going up, which is really nice for him. The move speed upon devouring an ally. Oh, wow. Okay, so he's granting movement speed. That's really cool. So before it would slow him by 30, 20, and 10%, and now it gets him 40% movement speed for 3 seconds. Is this going to make him a support? We're going to have a look. We're going to have to see how that goes. But it's seeming kind of supporty, Especially with the Devour. What's his cooldown on the Devour? I'd love to see that. Talon. W monster damage ratio decreased. Love that. His W damage rake against monsters is going from 130% to 105%. It's interesting that they just didn't put it back to 100. They were like, you know what, Talon, we're going to keep that 5% for you. It's obviously going to decrease his speed in the jungle, which in turn will make him take more damage, and he won't get to gank as quickly. So it's a nerf that impacts many different things. We're going to have to see how it plays out. He might still be good. He's got so much mobility. I wouldn't really worry about his gank potential and stuff like that. It's just going to give him less health when he finishes, and he'll finish a bit later as well. Tristana. Base health regen and base health. Base health is going up by 40. That's going to help in these early fights. Tristana's very strong in early fights. And the base health regeneration is going from up by 0.25%. It doesn't seem too much. I feel like this will be a bigger change than the bottom one. But we'll see how that goes. Guys, I'm really sorry. I have a bit of a cold, so you're going to have to bear with me with the sniffles and stuff like that. Okay, Veigar. Q cooldown decreased. Stacks from large monsters and minions increased. Ooh, I love this. This is going to make him way more like like a Nasus, you know, stack it up, get that done. Okay, the cooldown's going from 7 to 5 to 6 to 4. Okay. And if you kill a large monster or minion, you get 3 stacks instead of two stacks. That seems pretty OP. I'd love to try a tanky Veigar build in the mid lane. I think I might do that with the Leona build. We'll have to do that. I think this is a very cool change. I hope to see Veigar in the meta. I've been playing a lot of Veigar support lately before the season started, and I'm down to do it again. You know, this obviously isn't Veigar support whatsoever because you're not farming as Veigar support. But maybe a tanky Veigar in the mid lane could be cool. We'll see. Volibear, base AD growth increased, E cooldown decreased. Okay, this is just a general buff. Attack damage growth is going up by 0.5. Very nice. It's going to feel good in the jungle. Going to feel good in the top lane. And then the cooldown of E is going down to 13. I'm not sure if this is 13 at all ranks. I don't think so, but I don't really know. It's kind of weird that they wouldn't write like how long it is. I assume it's at all ranks. I wish they would write at all ranks or like have like the split, you know, where they tell you what the cooldown is per rank. But either way, man, it's a buff. 2 seconds, you can cast 2 seconds quicker. It's really nice. It's not only the extra damage, you get the shield as well, which is going to be cool. Really like that. I love Volibear. He's my first ever champion. I'm really excited about that. Yasuo, it's the big boys. We've got the Wind Brothers. Q damage ratio increased. I'm so surprised they're buffing this guy. Okay, damage. It's going... Oh, okay, they're just doing 5% bonus based on their AD. So if you're building more AD on Yasuo, you're going to be doing more damage. If you don't build any more AD, you're not going to be doing any extra damage than you are last patch. That's kind of cool. And then for Yone, they're doing exactly the same. I love this. The fact that they're like two boys, you know what I mean? And they just get buffed together, get nerfed together, lethal tempo together. You know, it's great. I like it. Zed, our base damage ratio decreased. Okay, so let's see. He had 100% AD plus the percentages damage dealt against a marked target. And this is going to... Oh, 65%. Wow. 65... That's almost a 50% nerf. Whew, okay, I guess this is... You're gonna have to try and get that kill. You can't just go and do a bit of damage, you know, do like 600 damage, and then the mark is gonna kill someone. Like, you're gonna lose 50% of your damage. Let's say you're doing 500 damage, right? Instead of doing another 500 damage, like it's 100% AD. 100% AD. Oh, damn. Okay, I guess so. I feel like this is going to be big. I wouldn't surprise to see Zed drop off a bit after this. Okay, we're down to the items. Lichbane. The build path is changing from Blasting One, Averwisp, and Sheen, plus 600 gold, to Fiendish Codex, Averwisp, Sheen, 550 gold. So Fiendish Codex is the one where you build the AP item into the cooldown reduction item, which is kind of nice compared to a Blasting Wand. So that's really good. Ability haste is going up. This is lovely. As a support, I love when items just have ability haste. Spellblade damage. I'm not 100% sure what it actually does. Spellblade damage. 150% base AD. You're going to have to excuse me on this one. I don't even know what the passive is. Oh, sorry, Lichbane. I was thinking this is Rylai's Crystal Scepter. I was like kind of looking at this. I was thinking... I'm pretty sure it has a slow based on abilities. I don't know why, like, it's talking about base AD and damage. Okay, that's really cool. So this looks decent. 75 base AD. So it's probably, and also 50% AP. It's probably going to be good on someone like Akali, to be honest. Because the extra ability haste, you know, you're going to be throwing out more Qs. It just seems decent in general. And the cooldown is also 1.5, and Akali's taking a lot of hits, so... I feel like it's just a good buff in general. I think champs that might want to use this, maybe Akali, maybe Kennen, champions like that. Ones that used to build it really and can't anymore. It's just really nice changes. Rylai's Crystal Scepter. This is the one I was actually talking about. Combined cost is going down by about 400, which is really nice. Ability power is going down, and the health is going down. Oh, it's going up. See, I like this because this means more. It's more of a singed item. You know what I mean? It's less AP. You can buy more supports. I like that as well. I think in general, this is a good change. I feel like mages don't really want these kind of items because it's like if I want ability power, I'd probably go for Death Cap, you know? If I want health, I'll probably build some other tanky item, you know what I mean? Or I'll go for like a Crown of the Shattered Queen so I don't die, I don't need this health. That's why I kind of like that it's varying more to supports, making it cheaper and making it less ability power. Turbo Chem Tank. Okay, I buy this quite often. Let's see what happens. Updated. Refuel passive damage stacks. Gain 5 stacks per instance of damage dealt versus Monster and Champions only. Monster and Champions. Okay, so is that? I guess that's not against minions anymore. Monster and Champions. Okay. And then gain 1 stack every 15 units traveled. Uncapped, capped at 10 packs. Okay, all right. I'm gonna have to see what this is. I'll be honest, boys. I have no clue what they're talking about here. Is this about the movement speed? Gain 1 stack for every 15 units traveled, uncapped. Capped at 10. So I guess maybe you'll have to maybe you have to stack by fighting it. I don't know what that is. Ignore me. It's not necessary. We'll see how it pans out. All right, in the jungle we got the Chemtech Drake. The Chemtech Dragon Soul is significantly overperforming compared to other Dragon Soul buffs. We're nerfing the undead's health and longevity, expected lifespan, active duration. You know what we mean. We do know what you mean. Chemtech Dragon Soul. The zombie health is going from 60% base health plus 50% bonus health to 70% base health plus 40% bonus health. Wow, that seems quite a bit of enough. 20% on the 10% on the base health and 10% on the bonus health. Okay. Zombie duration with or without other health impacting factors is going up by 3. Wow, see, that seems really big. You're going to be able to kill them quicker and they won't last as long, so you might be able to outrun them. If you can outrun for 3 seconds, you're Gucci. We're making changes to the Rift. Okay, the offensive action camouflage timer. What does that even mean? Are they say something in here? I have no idea. Some of this is honestly mumbo jumbo to me. Bonus damage versus enemies with more current health. Okay, I know this. That's really nice. They're buffing that up. That's quite cool. We like that. Now to my favorite looking dragon. Very good looking dragon. Hextech Drake. Hextech Dragon Soul is overperforming compared to other soul effects, though not to the same degree as Chemtech. The Hextech Chain Lightning true damage is going down in the later game, so higher levels from 75 to 50. It's going to be the same in the early levels, so that's kind of cool. I felt like this was quite OP. Like I would often just like hit a random skill and then it would like shock the whole team. It was crazy. All right, runes, Lethal Tempo. This is going to be big because it's been so OP recently. Lethal Tempo's power is skewed a little bit too much towards the early gamer now, making it especially cheese for melee champions. We're talking Yasuo, we're talking Yone, we're talking Camille even sometimes running. Even I've seen Yorick run it. It's crazy. We're adjusting it to be weaker early on and letting it scale instead. This is cool. Attack speed per stack melee is going from 13% to 10 to 15% from the levels 1 to 15. So those are the levels that are going to be impacted. And then attack speed per stack for ranges from 7 to 5 to 9 from levels 1 to 12. Okay, so the nerf is only for range from 1 to 12, and for melee it's 1 to 15, which is quite interesting. The reason I quite like this, the way they've done it here, is because AD carries typically get less XP than solo laners, and more solo laners who use Lethal Tempo are going to be higher leveled. Top lane, for example, maybe an Akshan in the mid lane, for example, they're going to be higher level. So it should affect them longer. The nerf should affect them longer than it would for, let's say, a Vayne in the bot lane. Well, I guess it wouldn't make sense for Akshan. Ignore what I said about Akshan, but basically this is a really nice change. I like this. Aerith is back. All rapid fire. Okay, it's all random, ultra rapid fire. I love this game mode. It's really fun. Hopefully, you can play some games on stream. I really like that. The first strike cooldown. Okay, I don't really know about that. VFX updates Sona. Base Sona overhaul complete. Recolored. I like that. What about DJ Sona? Complete overhaul and additional special celebration effects for each passive aura. Cool. What about wait, which one do I have? There's 2. There's like an arcane. Yeah, this one. Okay, cool. It looks like they changed Sona quite a lot, which is really nice. Oh, Vayne has had an overall haul, which is nice. Dragon Slayer recolored. Heartseeker. Okay, awesome. I'm happy about these changes. I love it when they just randomly pop these in. Like, I didn't know anything about that. I play Sona all the time. I love this. This is like a classic bot lane for us. all the bug fixes I do not really care about, to be honest. Hopefully the only thing I care about is this little box, you know what I mean? It's been so annoying. It's been so annoying. Okay, this is going to be cool. Upcoming skins and chromas. Porcelain Protector Ezreal. That is so cool. Look at these. Porcelain Lissandra. Porcelain Amumu. Look at him. He's like a little teapot. That's amazing. Porcelain Lux. Another Lux skin. I respect it. Another Prestige Lux skin. Porcelain Kindred. That looks really cool. Firecracker Diana. Firecracker Set. I don't know about that one. I'm not sure about that one. Firecracker Teemo. I love that. That's really cool. Firecracker Tristan looks amazing. Brave Phoenix, Zaya, Prestigious, and Firecracker Zin. This looks like another skin, right? I guess it's just like a revamp of the skin that came out recently, the dragon one. And then Withered Rose Zeri. That's very cool. It's kind of like the Zyra skin. So that's cool. I like that. And these are the chromas. Wow, the Amumu ones look amazing. I'm not going to lie. Who else looks cool? I don't really like Set. I don't think the Set skin's it. I'm not sure about the Set. Teemo looks very cool. Looks like a panda in this one over here. Although we already have Panda Teemo. I really like the Tristana as well. You can see she has different faces on her dragons depending on what chroma you have. Firecracker Zin, different color spear. Divine Phoenix Anivia is getting a chroma as well. I think I actually have this skin. I think I have the Brave Phoenix Sire. And very cool. We're actually getting new chromas for old champions as well, which is very cool. And that's it, boys. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. Let's have a look at the patch highlights one more time. Oh, did I click on the wrong thing? There we go. We're back. Not sure what that was. So what are we saying, man? What are we saying? Biggest changes. Lulu. I'm so sad about Lulu. Very sad about Lulu. I'm so excited about the new skins. They look very cool. Happy about the lethal tempo changes. Happy about the item changes. What am I not happy about? Not happy about the Samira changes. Not happy about. I think the Kiana changes aren't going to be too impactful. Yeah, that's more or less it. I'm excited about the Veigar changes. We'll see what happens. I'm going to play a bit of Senna. Going to get some slows in. And yeah, hope you enjoyed. See you guys next time. Peace out.